Yo, yo, yo. We are here for a little first round recap.
Yes, sir.
You know
We'll
what I'm
give
saying?
y'all a little breakdown of what's going on in the NFL draft, man. Let y'all
So,
know, you know what I mean, what we think about this draft so far.
look,
That's it, 7 rounds, still going.
good morning, wife. Yeah, man. So yeah, we look. So we have our show coming on. Our official show will be tomorrow, at 5 p.m. Correct?
Yes, sir. At 5 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow,
5
we have
p.m.
a
Eastern
special
time.
guest coming on.
Special guest, high school, highly rated recruit. Looking at a few schools, so we'll have him on. So we're going to be going live tomorrow. But today, supposedly the people have spoken and got me off my couch and out my bed.
Yes,
they
the
want to
people
hear.
want
They
you
want to hear
to
us talk the first round, man.
first round, boy. They just want to hear a recap. They want to hear what we
They,
think
look,
about the draft so far. And I was like, we can give it to y'all tomorrow, but really be about the interview. So I said, let me hit KB up. Let me see what he's doing. And let me see if we can get these people just a few moments of our time to
yeah, you know what I'm
and
saying.
even
We want
see
to
what
get
the
a little
people
right.
think. I want to see what the people think about their draft too, man. Tell us what y'all think about y'all teams so far,
Yeah,
man. Who you think your team got? If you like the pick, you don't like the pick, what you think about the pick, man. Definitely let us know in the comments, man, what you think about your team's draft so far. So just to
yeah,
start it
man.
off, man, look like the first overall pick. Did we think it would be anybody else? I mean,
I mean, up until 2 weeks ago, it was questions like you didn't know if the Colts are going to trade up one to get AR. If someone was just if they were going to try to trade back to get maybe some of them pieces they gave up because that was crazy what they did give up. So yeah, it was a bunch of questions. But once Bryce canceled his other visit,
workouts, and you knew
yeah,
what time it was.
everybody knew that's all right. That's a done deal. Contract probably already signed. You know what I'm saying? He probably got the playbook. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So hey man, I ain't mad at it.
So the Houston Texans come on the clock. So everybody kind of knew Bryce was going to go. We all knew that. So the Houston Texans come on the clock at number 2. And it's kind of like that's where this thing could go off the rails. This thing could go crazy. They could pick a defensive player. Somebody could trade up. This, I think, is where all the options kind of open up. And I really think that the Houston Texans held the cards to the draft, if not the Cardinals. I know a lot of people are looking at the Cardinals at number 3 because of the trade ability and a lot of teams that may come up depending on who they took here at number 2. If they take a defensive player, I'm pretty sure you'd have a lot of teams calling up about CJ Stroud trying to get the 3. But since they took CJ Stroud, which I think they should have, good
They
move,
should have.
good pick. I'm glad D'Amico Ryans and the Texans didn't overthink it. But then they turn around and come right back at number 3, bro. They trade right back up in the draft.
I I did not expect. So the whole off season, trades are going on, free agency. There was, who's going to try to get to the Texans? They're like, no, we're good with Sean Mills. We're good with Sean Mills. Good Sean Mills. That's been the talk
The
for the
smoke
Texans.
screen. Yeah.
The whole mean smoke screen. And I think Logic has them like, yo, you need a quarterback. But people are like, maybe they're playing for CJ Williams next year. I mean, Caleb Williams next year. You know, that's realistic. I mean, teams do
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I think
But
next year, even when we looked at it during draft night, if y'all remember, we had 2024 compared to, 2023 draft compared to the 2024 quarterback pool. And man,
yeah, man,
I can
it's right
understand.
here, man.
I can understand a team not wanting to reach or a team looking at this and saying, "Hey, there's only really 2 quarterbacks on the top that I like: C.J. Stroud, Bryce Young." At the bottom, I probably would take any one of those guys, but Bo Nix. I'm good on Bo Nix. I've seen what Bo Nix is. I'm
Yeah,
straight. I'm not falling for that fool's goal with Bo Nix. But any of the other 4, awesome, dynamic, especially the 3 with Ewing, Caleb Williams, and Mays. Those
yeah,
3 dynamic passes. Caleb got some wheels on him too.
yeah.
Ewing or Irwin, he got little wheels on him. He can run. He's a little mobile as well. All of them dynamic quarterbacks, man. So I agree with you 100%. I was thinking the Texans would go defense and possibly look at next year as far as their draft. But man,
But shout out to the Miko Ryans. My man said, "Look, we we got that. Yeah, man, we're gonna get to the Eagles, man.
yeah,
First
we're
off,
gonna get to the Eagles,
Texans.
man.
But first, we gotta talk to Texans, man, because they shocked everyone
Everybody
and came back at 3 and
drafted
said
2, bro, and got on the phone and
drafted
said
2 and gave up
3.
3 and came up 3 and got Will Anderson. So you got your quarterback for your defense, quarterback for your offense. Um, and I mean, when you look at it, the Texans, they've been a laughing stock for football for a very long time.
Well,
I
I don't say a long time, but since
maybe
Deshaun Watson,
after
since
Deshaun,
after
after
Deshaun
Deshaun
Watson, it went left. But before Deshaun
Hey.
Watson, they were building something. People were looking
They
at
were.
Houston like,
And-
man, they're contenders.
And now they have the quarterback, CJ
Mhm.
Stroud. They got the defensive edge. They already had Grenard from Florida. Shout out to my Gator. He's been doing pretty good. But then you add on Will Anderson on the other side.
Yeah,
That's a
man.
nice pass rush duo.
Yeah.
And then you already have Connolly, Stingley. You have Stingley from LSU. That was their number 4 pick last year. So you're building up a team. You got Damian Pierce, another Gator, who, if he didn't get hurt, probably would have won Rookie Offensive Player of the Year. Realistically,
Yeah.
was
That's
leading the
real.
league in rushing for a while.
Yep.
Man, it's the Houston Texans and the division that they're in.
Exactly. Because you're about to have the Tennessee Titans. Will they take a step back? We don't know. But you know what I mean? You're looking at we'll talk about the Titans and them getting Will Levis in the second round. We'll talk about that too. You're looking at the Jacksonville Jaguars probably really being a competition. You know what I mean? Right now they're leading the division. It's their division. But then you have the Colts that pick number 3 with Anthony Richardson. So now number four. My fault. Texans, the Cardinals gave up that. So you got Anthony Richardson, Florida gave the quarterback. What do you think? Out of the top 3 picks, the top 4 picks, the top 3 quarterbacks that went, which are all African American for the first time in NFL history. Throw that out there.
Shout out.
Who has the best fit, like you said? Who's in the best situation out of all the 3 quarterbacks, right?
By far the best situation would be Anthony Richardson. And it's not just because he's a Gator guy. I think whatever quarterback went to the Colts would be in the best position because it's already built for a quarterback to just come in. That's why they've been trying to plug and play a quarterback the last 2 or 3 years. Like to try to get Wentz. They try to get
Matt Ryan.
Matty Ice. They just needed a guy that can get the ball out. And the Colts, man, they have Jonathan Taylor, who was the number 1 running back a year ago. You have a wide receiver core who's you have Alec Pierce. You have what's my man? Man from USC. Man, I can't remember his name. But you have
you talking about wide receivers?
Yeah.
You got Pittman. You talking about with the Colts? Yeah, Pittman.
You got Pierce. You got the other wide receiver. I forgot. I play him with Madden all the time. But you have the other
Ty. Is Ty still there?
No, not Ty. Their wide receiver.
Pascal. You got Pascal. You got Alec Burke. You got the rookie that came in from Cincinnati.
And number 1, I forgot the Colts. Their wide receiver.
They got another guy too, but I know it's Pittman. I know Pittman is one of the guys out there that's doing really well. I know Pascal is another receiver that they got.
But Pittman is definitely their main guy. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, Alec Pierce is there as well. So you got nice tight ends. You got a nice tight end room. Young guys, offensive line. You got Quentin Nelson, Ryan Kelly, Braden Smith. And then
now Matt Ryan made that offensive line look pretty bad. So
that's because you gotta be able to move a little bit. Like you gotta be able to move a little scoot a little bit. Matt Ryan was just in quicksand. But then on the other side, you got a young defense, man. You got Kwity Paye, you got DeForest Buckner, Grover Stewart, Zaire Franklin, Shaquille Leonard. Like you got guys who can play and maybe get there. You'll probably see some more DBs get picked for them, but they have a great core of people.
Yeah,
and now you add
true, and you got Matt Ryan leading the league in turnovers. So you playing defense. If your offense is turning the ball over and putting you always in negative yardage situations, you're defending the 40 yards in every time. You don't have to make a team drive the field. As a defense, you're not going to have good statistics, or you're not going to look like you're as good as you could be. Now that you have an offense, maybe they can sustain. Anthony Richardson able to pick up some of those first downs now with his legs. A more Jalen Hurts type system. I think you can play a little bit more complimentary football, and the Colts will have a better team in a better situation.
And exactly. So the thing with Shane, like you say, I think when he got hired for the Colts, I was like, oh man, that's AR all day, because when you look at Hurts, Hurts has been I'm a runner quarterback. Like his time at Bama, he was benched because his arm wasn't.
That's true, but he went to Lincoln Riley. He sat there for a year. Don't forget that part. He went and did it the right way.
That's the thing. He got under Lincoln Riley, and he got better as a passer, just reading the defense. And it's not so much got a strong arm, but just reading. And then his time at Philly, you know what I'm saying? He was put in positions to succeed. A lot of play actions based off the run, a lot of things. And you could do the same thing with AR. AR has the arm strength. He can throw it out.
Well, it was never the arm strength was never the question. I think the accuracy. And can he learn how to throw people open? Can he learn how to put it in windows in the NFL where you have to put it in windows that are a lot smaller and a lot more compact? Whereas in college, you got guys running wide open. So if you got a 60, 70-yard cannon, most of the time you got a track player on the other side running up under the ball to go get it. Then the NFL, everybody got track speed. So it'll be interesting to see. Well, DBs and cornerback. So DBs versus wide receivers. There's not
like you say,
like it is in the college.
The accuracy part is a big part. Like I was saying, and Anthony Richardson he's not consistent. Like he can throw, he can make that touch pass. He showed he can do it, but it's just not consistent. So I think for him it's just the consistency of doing it. Hopefully he gets that time, because now you're not required to have only 60 hours of practice. Now you don't have to go to math and you know what I'm saying? Like now
he wasn't doing that anyway.
Hey man, he's a scholar, man. Check the GPA. But he you know what I'm saying, you can focus more. And like I said, he's in a situation to where his legs, I think he's a better runner than Jalen Hurts, but I think Jalen Hurts is just a better passer for accuracy. But coming in first year, you know, the potential that you have, and like I say, AR is 100% potential. Like,
do all of these guys start?
Yes, Bryce. Yeah, I mean, you have to. Like, you have to. I don't see a situation where maybe CJ Stroud. Maybe CJ Stroud doesn't come in because they have Sean Mills. Maybe they give him a chance. You know, it's going to be CJ's team. But
do you want to throw him out there in that first few weeks? I wouldn't want to throw any of these quarterbacks in the fire week one. That's just me. I wouldn't do it. I don't think any of these teams are built to throw them in the fire week one. Personally, I don't see any of these teams succeeding by throwing these quarterbacks in so far. Like you said, Joey Porter Jr., great addition. I ain't gonna lie. I kind of saw that pick coming, but at the same time, I was like, are the Steelers really going to put that pressure on that young man to really come behind your daddy and be I would say just as good, but at least be comparable to your daddy? That's a lot of pressure to put on a kid, bro. I'm just saying.
Luckily, he doesn't play the same
position. Premier off. Yeah, I agree. It's a little bit different. But as a DB, do you want to be a kid, son? Because you know the wide receiver's going to come at you. Do you want to be another player's son? Like, bro, you Joey Porter's son. I'm going to do your thing.
Nah, maybe in practice that'll be a thing, but in the league,
not really. I got you. Minshew probably starts over AR. Yeah, I agree. I wouldn't. I don't want to throw anybody in. He said, the icon said no, not day one. I agree. I wouldn't start him. This is me. I put Baker Mayfield out. Well, no, Baker's not here in Tampa. I put Sam Darnold in first if I'm Carolina. I'm putting Mills in first if I'm the Texans, and I'm putting Minshew in first if I'm the Colts. I'm not going to start those guys, me personally. It's just me. I ain't going to start them just yet.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully you don't play those guys, because there's no situation to where you're going to have a rookie come in and just go nuts. You know what I'm saying? I
I
don't
don't think
think
we
that's
done seen it. We ain't never seen that, really. Have we? Have we ever seen a rookie just come in and just well, Pat Mahomes don't really count. He came in like week 6.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I think before the end of the year, will AR be starting? Yes. Will CJ be starting? Yes. I think those guys
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, definitely. By the end of the year, all these guys should be starting. I'm just saying, week 1, me personally, I wouldn't throw you in the fire week 1 unless you just go to camp and you're killing it. Like you make every pass, you're dominating the line of scrimmage. I mean, not line of scrimmage. You're controlling the huddle. If you're showing all the intangibles in there, I don't have a choice but to play you because you're clearly better than whatever else we have. Then yeah, I agree. Well, even Cam Newton didn't come in and kill it, kills. I think his first season, he came in, he was all right, but he wasn't lighting it up like that. Cam, his first year, I think they might have won 7 games, maybe 5 or 6 games, maybe if that, but not too much.
Yeah, it's not an expectation for
Yeah, I agree. That's why I say I wouldn't start him like that. That's just me. I don't want to kill your confidence early. I watched what Cleveland did a few times with a few different quarterbacks they had in their organization. It's Cleveland. I know.
Yeah, I mean, look at Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning first year was
that's true. And we went 2-13 or something like that, and he led the league in interceptions. So,
but again, the positive thing is like when you start early, you see the benefit of like look at Jalen Hurts, where he had to step in, and I think when it's a situation to where you have that vet ahead to kind of take the pressure off to come in, be like, look, you come in, work them in, type thing. So hopefully they all get that, that little time to make it work. But we'll see.
Well, Bennett going to the alcohol, the ABC store.
Man,
told y'all he got a drinking problem. They've already come out and said he got a drinking problem. He probably is not going to get drafted. I told y'all that 2 weeks ago.
He believes y'all. When y'all told him he was going to be a used car salesman.
Hey man, he went to drinking. He can't be out there being public intoxication like that though. That's something that, come on, man.
Now, if Stetson didn't have a drinking problem,
he probably be a 5th or 6th round pick. Man, yeah, he didn't have the drinking problem.
Like I say, I always thought the Vikings were a great fit for him.
I still think they are. I think the Ravens too. I think him backing up Lamar be perfect. Now you sit behind Lamar, you can hold the clipboard. You can be a lifelong backup quarterback and make $20-30 million your whole career just holding a clipboard. So
now, the next person that was picked is Devin Witherspoon from Illinois, picked at number 5.
Right, the second defender off the board. I knew it was gonna be Jalen Carter, bro. I just knew the second defender was gonna be Jalen Carter, and the fact that they took a DB. Well, he's a great DB, bro, can play. But I just seen Seattle, Pete Carroll. I just knew they were gonna take Jalen Carter right there, bro. I just knew it. Yeah. I knew Jalen Carter was gonna be picked. And the fact that they went over here, the fact that all those teams skipped over here, even Atlanta, I'm not shocked. And I'll talk about the Atlanta pick. I know y'all want my pick. Everybody been asking me, Steve, what you think about them picking the running back in the first round? If he's Saquon Barkley, I love it. If he's Trent Richardson, I hate it. That's the best else I can give you. That's all I can say.
You don't know, man. But the Witherspoon pick, a lot of people. There was mixed. I heard a lot of people that are like, "Oh, that was a waste." I like it, man. You got Tariq Woolen on the side, on the opposite side, who shocked everybody by being as good as he is. Now you have a legit number 2 cornerback who can run. So now your cornerbacks can run with everybody. And in that division, you got to run with the 49ers, man. You got to keep up.
Yeah.
You got to keep up when you got Christian McCaffrey split out, and then you got Debo split out. And you got, and who else they might get here and there. You got to run with those guys, man. And
that's real. That's real. You got to build in the division. So
the Rams. You got to keep up with Cooper Kupp. It's a lot that they have to do for Seattle has to do on the back end. And they got their quarterback. They got Geno, so probably they're going to ride Geno and then pick a quarterback next year. Probably get.
I can see them taking a Hendon Hooker late though. I can see them taking this. He's not going to be ready to play. Oh, who got picked up?
Hendon Hooker got picked by the Lions. Yeah, Hendon Hooker got picked by the Lions.
Why not go get some more weapons or go get some more defense if you're the Lions? Why go get a backup quarterback at this point?
Because Jared Goff, Hendon Hooker is an intriguing prospect. He has the arm. He has the ability. Will he heal properly back to who he was? Is the question.
Yes.
And will he be? He was great in that air raid type offense, but what quarterbacks usually aren't. You know what I'm saying? Like
I
it's
got
fine. It's hard to
now.
see a quarterback that
The
struggles in the air
system.
raid in college.
It's more of a product of the system. Now, Pat Mahomes in the air raid, but he was different. You know what I mean?
But he also came to the Chiefs, who they didn't just they're not an air raid team, but they have air
Damn
raid concept.
near. Yeah, I'm about to
Yeah,
say
that's
the
what I'm saying.
concept's
So
are the same. Yeah,
like,
Jerry. He put that mayonnaise in that coffee and he ate that banana with the peel on it. I knew then he wasn't gonna get drafted that high. I
hey man,
told him,
I
well, listen,
told
when the
you,
Titans
I
picked
told
him,
you,
I said he was weird. I said, boy, you got a weird ass quarterback.
hey, I told you when I told you throughout the season, I was like, he ain't a first round pick. Now I said a lot of these guys weren't first round picks, but he ain't the caliber of guy, man. He just that all I kept talking about was last year how bad he looked. And of course, you have teams like you look at AR. Some of his he had games where he was very inconsistent, but he still made a couple plays during the game. And you be like, all right, you could attribute that to injury, different things. Will Levis, you're in the system, you know your quarterback, you're healthy. You just didn't look good, bro. Like AR outplayed Levis in the game where he played his worst game ever. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like when you put that in context, you look back.
And then too, Levis, give me his signature win. Give me the big win, the signature win.
Florida.
Was it
And that
Florida? Oh
and
hell
that
no, that ain't.
and AR spotted them 17 points and they only won by
Nah,
7. That's what I'm saying. Like,
nah, that ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna
yeah,
win
man, I
because you can
wasn't
even look at what's the boy got drafted out of Missouri who's been a bust up there with the
D Lock.
he even had a moment, you know what I mean? Or throws that you can look at and be like, oh, that's an NFL caliber throw against Bama. You know what I mean? He took Bama deep in the game. You ain't never seen Will Levis do none of it. So
Yeah, man.
I wasn't shocked by the downfall. I was shocked they had him sitting up in the draft room, period. Like
No,
who told
because
you to come?
he was gassed up. And what the thing is when they take these invites, it's probably like a week. Like they probably decide like a week ago.
Yeah.
So you probably have these like, oh man, we really like you here. If you're here, we'll take you. But then they
Nope.
start continuously doing backups and they looking, and when those questions start popping up in your mind, and you're the Seahawks and you're like, we do got Geno, but we really need this. And then after that, I already told you the Raiders weren't picking a quarterback. We got Tyree Wilson out of Texas Tech, great pick. Falcons weren't picking a guy. Y'all got Bijan. It's it's either gonna be real
Listen, bro,
good or real.
it's no secret. I give y'all the soundbite y'all looking for. It's no secret. I wanted Jalen Carter. He's on the board. They didn't take him. I'm questioning. I even asked somebody to let me in the press conference yesterday, so I can go in there and ask. Excuse me, I have a question. Then before everybody else, that D-Led or AJC, hold up real quick. Let me ask this first. Because I would have stood up there like, y'all say y'all taking the best player available. Jalen Carter sitting right there on the board. Now you sold me that when you talk about this unicorn tight end we drafted who got 5 touchdowns in the last 3 years.
Like, I
get it though. I get it
Bijan's
because
the best
Cordell
running back
Patterson.
in college football. He'll be a great running back, but I think for the Falcons, you already have a running back who is serviceable. Like you have 2 running backs, really.
Yeah, Cordell Patterson, man, he stay hurt. And it be, people get older in age in football and they start to get those like little injuries, like a bruised knee.
Like a thumb, shoulder. Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those type of situations where, okay, bro, we see the end coming. Because now you can't even take the punishment like that, like you're supposed to be able to. So I think to have Bijan, and the way they said in the press conference is Tyler Algier still be the hammer, and Bijan is looking for more like the home run. They want the 20-plus yards, 30-yard runs out of Bijan.
I mean, but that's
I get Jalen Carter was there. Jalen Carter should have been.
You get a guy that's going to disrupt things. Now, the Eagles, they moved up, man. Like the Eagles and Texans, they was on a shit. Yeah, man.
The Eagles, bro.
They moved up, and I think for the Eagles, it was we want Bijan. right? I think they were going to take.
I think the Eagles did want Bijan Robinson,
but when they didn't, and they didn't get Carter, I think everybody expected Atlanta to get Carter, and when they didn't, they was like, "Oh shit, let's go get him. Let's go get him.
Hurry up and get that Carter, man, bro. That pick was in so fast. I think that they knew they were going to get Bijan or Jalen Carter. Exactly. And now you put Bijan. I mean, you put Jalen Carter beside Jordan Davis, beside Nolan Smith, and in front of the Kobe Dean. The Eagles about to be crazy for the next few years.
Nolan Smith, I don't.
He's not in the situation. So he's not in the situation. I didn't want Nolan to go somewhere where he would have to be the primary pass rusher. Didn't want him to do that at all. But that's exactly. Now in Philadelphia, bro, they can move him around. He's in a Georgia defense pro style. That's the only difference, bro.
Now I think this gives you, if you're Philly, this gives you the option to do something maybe with Hassan Reddick for a team that's very thirsty for a pass rusher. Now you got the ability to be like, look, we can get rid of him, save a whole lot.
I don't think so. He went to school there. He grew up there. He's from there. Man. I'm with you, but they just gave the man a bag though, bro. They just gave him a bag.
He got the bag. But what I'm saying is Nolan Smith gives you that option because you already have Sweat on the outside. You have
I think in 2 years you don't have either. I think Nolan will be there. But yeah, right now
and Sweat. So this year for Sweat is going to be his money year because he's up for a contract this year. So now
is there two sweats? Is there two sweats? Is there a Sweat in Washington too?
Yeah, it's a Sweat in Washington. But the Sweat from he went to Florida State.
Florida State, that's the one I'm that's the one I'm talking about.
Oscar Smith, 7'5" kid. So man. Philly has the spoils of riches, and they're good. Now Tennessee got.
He said Florida lost to them for 30 plus years. Yee.
No, Kentucky lost. But Pierce Johnson, pick for the Cardinals, great pick. Darnell Wright for the Tennessee. I'm going to the Bears, great pick. You got to protect. You're going to ride out with your boy Justin Fields. You got to protect him. He got weapons. Give him 2 seconds to throw the ball.
I agree.
The Tennessee Titans.
Yeah, listen. My boy Daryl was so hot, bro. He didn't even know how to talk. He didn't even know what to say. Because he just knew the Colts were trading up. The Titans were trading up to take CJ Stroud. He knew it. Mike Vrabel, he talked to me all week. Mike Vrabel, Ohio State guy. He see his quarterback. He going to go get his quarterback. And I'm like, bro, the Titans don't make moves like that. This is the Titans we talking about. The Titans ain't making no moves like that, bro.
They didn't get any of the wide receivers. They didn't get any of the DBs.
Nope.
They didn't get no specialty guys. They went and got Peter Skoronski.
For
that, you should have just kept. The old tackle that y'all released. Was Decker? That should have just kept him for another year. Like,
bro, they got a tackle from Northwestern.
Taylor Lewin. They should have just kept Lewin for another season if they was going to do this.
They have an offensive tackle from Northwestern. The kid weighs probably like 305. Like it's just, it just don't make sense on that. Bro. I don't understand. Then they turn around and come back in the draft, though. They turn around and come get Will Levis, which is another Ryan Tannehill, in my opinion. So Ryan Tannehill, you give him a huge contract, then you draft Willis and get rid of him. Who can't throw the ball at all. He can't even throw the ball, man. I don't blame him.
I mean, but also you gotta give these guys time. Like when you draft a quarterback in the third, fourth round, you don't expect him to come in and light it up. You're like, yo, we're going to develop you. I think he's better than Will Levis.
Who?
Malik Willis. If I look at Malik Willis,
you didn't look at the games last year. No, I actually watched the Titans game.
I think he gives them more, and maybe it's just the offense that they're in. But
I don't know, man. He looked so bad. Like, bro, he refused to even just let the ball go, bro. That's what I'm saying. He would not throw it. He would really, literally sit there in the pocket and just take off running. The wide receiver would be waving his hand. He would not throw the ball. It's like mentally Something was blocking him from throwing the ball. It's like he needed a sports therapist. Seriously. They took him out of the game because they were like, he just won't pass.
I
What you
don't know
want
what's
to
going
do?
on in
It's
Tennessee.
3rd and 18 and you take off.
Hey man, shout out to none of the guys, none of those 3 picks getting picked to the Tennessee Titans, boy, because that is a dumpster fire. Um, this is gonna be
They
bad.
don't trade Derrick Henry. That what you finna do now too?
They better trade. They better trade Derrick Henry. Now, if I'm the Eagles, and I'd be like, you need a running back. You already don't want Derrick Henry. I'll send you send me Derrick Henry, and I'll take Willis. I'll bring him up under Hurts.
No, I won't.
Maybe get him right. You know what I'm saying?
I
Get
won't.
some of them Philly cheesesteaks in the system.
I will not what. Bro, listen, Willis would need to change positions. I don't even say that about players. If you believe you're a quarterback, be one. But Willis, he needs to change position. He needs to be a tight end, a wide receiver, or a running back. He needs to change. If you're not gonna throw the ball as a quarterback, bro, you need to change position.
Right. Now, another surprise, Jahmyr Gibbs, them trading up to number 12 to get Jahmyr Gibbs.
You had to.
I
If you wanted the second best running back in the draft, you had to trade him. He wasn't gonna last. Who they went up and got him?
the Lions. Who
Yeah, you had to. Now,
So,
why
what do you
they
do?
giving up on DeAndre Swift? I don't know, but they don't like Swift. They've already said it. To me, he got a. Okay, that's my opinion. You know, I've been watching the boy since he was in high school.
Mhm.
His dad is too close. His dad pampers him. He's pouting. His dad go comfort him. Somebody say something about him on the internet. His dad go run to defend him. Like, okay, it's cool. I get that. I understand that. But some of the stuff they're saying is
Well, you
true.
tripping. My GM picks is crazy. Now I didn't watch. I didn't watch Willis a lot.
Yeah, Willis, bro. No. That I mean,
But,
bro,
boy,
I'm
my
serious. Like,
GM
it's that bad.
was
Like, we're not
crazy.
exaggerating. Like, he will not throw a 10-yard curl.
Yeah, I didn't
Like,
watch a lot of Titans games, but you crazy. My GM skills is top notch, my nigga. Um,
but
so
yeah,
yeah,
they giving up on Swift, man, and he's always injured. And again, it's one of them soft tissue injury type situations. Again, where are you really working out as hard? Are you really working out as hard as you should be? Are you really, like you said, are you really bringing that toughness and grit as an NFL running back that you should have been? They question your toughness at Georgia because you tapped on your helmet a lot and had to let Elijah Holyfield come in every other play. Just saying.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting, man. Because I think, man, if he, you know, grabs his nuts and really go for it, man, he's good,
Bro,
man.
dynamic. You know that. You see what he did to y'all at Auburn. You know it. You know he good, bro.
Is that the year we won? So yeah, I think so. I think we did see.
Might
We
be.
did.
I might have won that. Yeah. We couldn't stop them wheel routes from them. They don't know what Shula had going on, Schumann had going on, but them wheel routes killing us out the backfield from Florida today.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad at them getting a running back. Moving up to 12 to get him is I think is the reach.
That might have been a little bit of. That's probably the biggest reach I might have seen.
Yeah.
You didn't have to go to 12 again. You probably could
You're
have
paying
gotten
a
like
lot
18.
of money, and you're paying a lot of money for a kid to do what.
But he's more than
not-
just a running back, though. You know that. He's
But
a
that's
wide
the thing
receiver.
is your offense is the Lions' offense predicated on
They
that.
need
like
that. They need
their
that.
offense. I don't watch the Lions a lot, but
Me
they
either.
don't. I don't remember them being a running back pass heavy. Offense.
Maybe they don't have the ability, but Swift got hands though, so Swift
That's
that's
what
not
I'm saying.
it. But he's not. He's injured. He's on the sideline. I don't give a damn how good your hands are if you in street clothes.
Very true. Very true. I think Jahmyr Gibbs would have been a great fit in Philly if he would have made it to that back.
Ooh, that just been overkill at this point, bro. Come on now.
Maybe and yeah, no, yeah, it would have been, but they got like I say spoils of riches.
Hey man, they draft there. You got to give Philly's GM. I mean, you just got to give him his props, bro. He's right now he is killing the GM game. He's got picks coming, high picks in the next few drafts. You know, based off predictions, of course, of sorry teams. He fleeced the Saints for them. They draft pick and CJ Gardner for that 1 year.
Gonna pay for a 1 year rental.
Come on, man. What are we talking about? The man doing his thing
together and got better. You signed a couple free. Look, man, the Philly is going to be right back where they were. It'll be interesting to see what the new coordinators and stuff, but I think they're going to continue to just do what they do. Roderick Jones from Georgia at the Steelers. I like that pick. You got to protect Kenny Pickett.
Yep.
Great.
And then they turn around. The Steelers turn around and go get Joey Porter Jr. Man, legacy pick, legacy dude, come in there get to play with Minka Fitzpatrick.
He's a good player. He's a good
Yes,
player.
sir.
Hometown.
Is he gonna play DB or safety?
Corner. I think he'll play corner.
NFL corner and college corner, two different places now. I'm just telling you, you got to be that dude. I've seen him more of a safety in the league, me personally.
I wouldn't.
More of a rover safety. We have to get Paul opinion, man. We got to get Paul. I don't know what they do up there in Philadelphia defense wise, so we have to
maybe that slot corner.
There you go. That's what I was thinking, like that. Yeah. And he'll come up and hit you in the run too. So I was thinking like more of a slot type guy at first. Then he maybe develop and go to the outside.
Washington went and got Emmanuel Forbes from Mississippi State.
The wide receiver?
No, cornerback.
Ooh, Washington went cornerback?
Yeah,
I can see that though. They probably need it, but they didn't go get. They should have went and got Gonzalez.
Because Gonzalez got picked the very next.
Yeah, because Gonzalez is the cornerback you want right there. You don't want that other guy. You want Witherspoon or Gonzalez. Those are the two cornerbacks that you wanted out of this draft.
The Pats said, "Oh yeah, let's go get him."
Right? They just replaced Gilmore. That's all they did. Stephen Gilmore. They just replaced him. Oh man, that's ooh.
Lucas Van Ness, the DN from Iowa, he went to
Saints.
He went to the Packers.
Packers been going defense the last few years, first round, bro. They've been going defense. They didn't give Jordan Love no help.
Hey man,
you gonna need Jordan Love gonna need some help. It's gonna be his first year.
A whole lot. Let's see who else looked good up here. Jackson Smith and Jigba, Seahawks. Next to Tyrell Lockett and DK. Hey man, it's a good pick. We got Kenny Walker, and the Seahawks got the kid from the running back from UCLA. That boy can tote that thing, boy. He can tote. Like he's gonna be like kind of how Damian Pierce was just like running folks over. Like he had those highlights. Like ooh, this kid from UCLA, he like that. He like that. He gonna be good for. It's gonna be a good 1-2 punch for him and Kenneth Walker. Let's see. Then you saw that's when the role of wide receivers happened. So you had Jackson Smith and Jigba. Quentin Jefferson went to the Chargers. That's a good plug and play there.
I do like that pick, but it just feel like you got to be getting rid of Keenan Allen then, right? But you ain't trade him on draft night. You gonna cut him?
Sitting back being like, oh.
I mean, you got the post June 1st cuts that you have to make too. Don't get me wrong. So maybe they're waiting till June 1st when the cap hit might not be as much. But dang, you gonna let Keenan Allen go? Woo.
I mean, you just replaced him pretty much with a younger. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you better hope he is good as Keenan Allen.
Yeah.
I mean, Keenan Allen to the Chiefs would be dope. I agree with that.
Yeah, that'll give you a nice replacement for Juju. Zay Flowers to the Ravens. Hey man,
they needed that.
That's what it looks like when your team is supporting your quarterback. Now we couldn't go get D Hop, but we got you Zay.
Somebody else said the Ravens need to go get D Hop. I'm not a fan of going to get D Hop. Me personally, I would rather go with the younger wide receiver.
No, if I was Lamar Jackson at the time, like you gotta remember, this is like a week or two before, 2 or 3 weeks before the draft. So I'm sitting there like, hey, go get me D Hop and OBJ because I need receivers. And they're like, yo, we can only afford one. You get OBJ, smarter pick, but you show like, hey, we support you. We're gonna get you another dynamic wide receiver. Cool. He just need guys he got 3 legit wide receivers and a plethora of damn tight ends. So he should be good there. Jordan Addison went to the Vikings. I told you the show before it's gonna be, hey man, they're gonna be routing folks up out there.
Yeah, Addison and Jefferson is going to be a dynamic combo, bro. And then they still might turn around and get them another tight end or somebody to go in the middle of that thing too. I see the run on tight ends did pop off in the second round, kind of what I expected. I did kind of expect for it to go down like that. What Darnell went to? I forgot. Darnell went to
the Saints, right? Let me pull it up. I know he was a third round pick.
Let me see what my boy got.
Washington went to. I want to say he went to the Saints.
I hope
Oh
not.
no, the Steelers.
Yes, yes,
Ooh,
Steelers.
they got
Thank
some
you.
big. They got some big wide receivers
Yes.
out there, man. They got him. They got Pickens. You know what I'm saying? They got Joey Porter now. They got
He just said Coach Tomlin, and he just tweeted Coach Tomlin yesterday as I went to Twitter. To my, can I get number 0? You know, Mike Tomlin might not do that.
hey, they
This
can
is the
the
first
Bills.
year. This is the first year they can give out 0 though. So we'll
Yeah,
see.
you know what I'm saying. Dalton Kincaid, Utah. I think the Bills got a good tight end. He's a probably the best route runner. He's a little undersized, but for the
Yeah.
offense, that gives you that middle of the field. You know what I'm saying? Now you got Diggs, you got McKenzie, you got guys. Now you got the one guy that can, you know what I'm saying, take that linebacker out the way, and I think that's a good pick. Man, so Mazzie Smith from Michigan getting picked by the Cowboys. So I saw a video
Cowboys
where
got fleeced.
where they were at the Star. You know, it's like where the Cowboys facility is where they practice in
I
Frisco.
got you.
And they announced it, there was no chairs, there were no booze, it was just quiet. And
Like
they were
who?
like, exactly who? He wasn't named, but clearly Michael Parsons one of them.
Okay.
So you know,
Michael Parsons was sick after they drafted Jalen Carter though. As
oh,
you
but he knew
see,
he
he
wasn't gonna
was
get
sick.
back.
Well, he knew that though. He just didn't want Philly to go there. He
Yeah,
was sick. He was
he
sick,
was
man.
sick. He walked off the set. No, no, I don't think the first round. I don't think the worst pick. The Cowboys need a defensive tackle. He's good. Like he's good.
Yeah.
He's just not a popular name unless you follow Michigan or Big Ten football. He's not a popular name, but he's good. Like he'll be their middle guy. He'll take some pressure off Michael Parsons, Van Der Esch and stuff like that. Then they got Overshawn from Texas. When they
Oh
didn't
yeah,
get
yeah,
Nolan
yeah.
Smith, I was like, but Overshawn is a more well-rounded linebacker. Like he can rush and he can drop back.
Yeah, I
So,
just think Nolan will be better by the end of his
oh
career.
yeah, I think it would have been,
Nolan
it
will
would have
be
been
better.
nuts. Miles
The worst
Murphy,
pick of the first round, the Cowboys. They were supposed to get the tight end from Utah. They didn't trade up. Yeah.
they got a tight end though.
Yeah, but they didn't win the one from Utah. That boy. Now they were talking about how he's supposed to be the next Kelsey and Gronk. You know,
No, that's
every
the kid from Notre Dame,
Myers.
Meyer. Yeah, he's a Raider.
Yeah,
Um,
y'all need the tight end. Y'all let go of
yeah,
Waller, which is crazy.
well, because he's always injured. And
Because he didn't invite your coach to the wedding. Don't tell that
he
lie.
ain't
We
get,
know what happened. He
but
didn't
no,
invite
also I
the
bet.
wife didn't invite the coach to the wedding, and y'all traded that man away. Y'all, you know what
But
happened.
him and then the backup, the backup, Farf Monroe has cancer. So
Yeah, I did saw that. I
yeah,
saw that, man.
so
I hate that
we
for
need
him.
we need a tight
He
end.
diagnosed with
And
cancer. You're right.
the kid Kincaid from Utah, he's very undersized. He's like 6'1", 6'2". Like he's not a big tight end. So going to the Cowboys because they do a lot of power stuff, he wasn't a real like blocking tight end. He was just a more slide out, more slot tight end, mixed match type guy against a linebacker. So that's why the Cowboys weren't going to get him. Talking about my GM skills, boy. Uh, Messi Smith was a good pick. Brian Breesy going to the Saints was a good pick. I don't think Cowboys could have went wrong with Messi Smith or Brian Breesy.
Breesy would have been the better pick, though.
He's the more name. But he did kind of fall back last year without a lot of stuff around
He
him.
did, but bro
But
had a lot going on too, though. With his sister
exactly,
dying and
exactly.
cancer and all that stuff, so I can understand kind of the fall off a little bit for him. Definitely think he'll be a better pro than the one that the Cowboys picked.
Right. And like we talked about Nolan Smith, good pick, man.
Exactly.
Before
You
we
scored
leave,
12 points against the Niners, and you have yet to enhance this offense. I don't know what the hell the Cowboys doing.
I don't think it's the it was their play. I think it was their play calling, for the
Oh,
most
you
part.
blaming Kellen Moore now? Oh, that's what
No, I
we
mean,
doing.
don't get me wrong. Like Dak's gonna be Dak. You had the players. It's just you know what I'm saying. Like the hell's you doing? Like you know what I'm saying. That's their issue, man. And Kansas City. They got the Kansas State defensive end. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I can understand them because they let go of Frank Clark, so you got to replace that. You got to replace it.
yeah,
You got to come back in
I
and get somebody who can still play. You got to get somebody
now
beside
that's
Chris
the thing.
Jones.
If I'm the Chiefs, maybe I would have traded up to get the kid from Iowa. Maybe I'd have traded up to get a Nolan Smith. Like you know what I'm saying? Like maybe at that point, because what are you really getting out of the kid from Kansas State? Like you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he's bad, but just what are you getting? Uh, Joey Porter, we talked about him. Michael Mayer, tight end. Derek
Well,
Hall going
guess what?
to.
Hold up. Stop the press. Stop the press. Stop the press. The Philadelphia Eagles have drafted another Georgia Bulldog. Keely Ringo is a Philadelphia Eagle. He just got picked by the Eagles. First pick. Keely Ringo.
Damn, I was hoping he was gonna drop. I told you yesterday. I hope he
That's
dropped to.
crazy, bro.
I hope he
Oh,
dropped to the Raiders. Now Kelly Ringo, he's the guy that's gonna run with.
bro.
Hey, we playing the. Hey, we playing the Dolphins. Go run with Tyreek and Waddle. Hey, we playing the 49ers. Go run with Debo. Like that's you. Go run with them.
What?
Yeah,
The
man. That's
Eagles
a
is the Eagles is going. Come on, this is
the Eagles
crazy.
got to. The Eagles got to.
Woo,
They kept Slay.
woo.
Man, the Eagles did a
They
lot
know
of
something,
damage.
man. They know what's going on. They know what's going on in Athens. They know what's going on in Athens, Georgia.
I mean, I
That's why
think
they
Kylie
down there
Ringo
picking.
is a good high. It's a mid risk, high reward. I mean, he's big. He's 6'2", two something. He can run. He's physical. You might can slide him over to a safety if you wanted to for real. A slide, maybe put him at that free safety where Chauncey Garner was, because
Yeah,
Chauncey Garner was a cornerback that what
Philadelphia
became a slide
Bulldogs.
and then kind of went up. They did
Yeah,
keep Slay. What are you talking
the,
about?
the Philadelphia Bulldogs, man. What you talking about? What happened?
He said they didn't keep Slay. Slay is still an Eagle. They brought him back.
Yeah,
That's
Darius
the
Slay still an Eagle.
see. This is why I don't take criticism from people who don't know what they're talking about. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
but that defense about to be crazy, my boy.
Yeah.
I'm talking about crazy. You got a dog on every level now. Woo! I might have to
Yeah.
go get me a Philly.
Now the
Man, you
Eagles
know what?
also got somebody else. I'm trying to look and see who it was
My wife
that
a
they
Philly
got.
fan, so I might just have to go ahead and have half my heart over there anyway. So it's okay. When Philly win, I
Uh,
win. In more ways than one.
man, they got something. I forgot who it was they got. So going down the list, Derek Hall he got picked by Seattle from Auburn. Great pick. Uh, Jonathan Mingo at wide receiver from Ole Miss. He's a good possession receiver. I don't know if I
You
like
know
him.
what? People compare him to AJ Brown, and I'm like, I don't see that. It's been a lot just because they went to school together, I understand, but a lot of people comparing him to AJ Brown. They do make
I
you
think
want to switch
because
sides. Now, I
AJ,
ain't gonna switch. I'll just stand in the middle because they both black. One got red, one got green. So I'm alright. You know what I mean? I'm just keep my
I
black on
think,
black on.
but no, I think AJ is when he came out. He's not a super. He wasn't a super fast guy. He's very physical. He's a possession guy, and he got faster. He's became a way better route runner. So that and his release is really good now. So it makes him look a little bit faster. And I think that's what they're hoping that they get out of him. But I don't know who. I guess Will Levis is going to throw him the ball. I mean, not Will Levis. Uh, Bryce Young. Um, let's see who BJ Ojolari. I thought that would have been a pick that somebody would have got earlier on. Man, he's a good pass
Yeah,
rusher.
he was an undersized pass rusher though. And even his brother, if you look at his brother in the NFL now, great dude, but again, he's still kind of undersized. So they get pushed around in the run game a lot. But if it's a passing down, 3rd and 10, 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8, oh, BJ on that field, and he's going to get to your quarterback. But I can understand why he kind of felt he is kind of what you would call a one trick pony, but he's very good at that trick. He's going to get to that quarter. He's going to get to your quarterback on 3rd down. So
Right.
I can understand the pick as being a sack specialist, and I think he'll come in. Shit, Ricky Year, he probably have at least 3 or 4 sacks. Ricky Year, at
Yeah.
least.
Now, a pick that I was surprised at, and I think this is sending a little message to my boy Chauncey Garner. Brian Branch getting picked from
Yeah,
Bama. Chauncey signed that 1 year deal. They're like, look, man, we need somebody long term. If it don't work out, if you don't take a team friendly deal or just goes absolutely nuts, then he's gonna be looking for another team. And at that point, you on your fourth team, you
Yeah,
still didn't get the contract you wanted.
yeah, you ain't gonna get it.
But you're a great player. But it's gonna be interesting to see. Like maybe like he's not gonna go to to Atlanta. Y'all got Bates. They got a couple guys. I
Yeah, I
don't know,
got
man.
Bates and we got Jalen Hawkins. I
It's
agree.
gonna
I had
see.
said CJ at first, but I said Brian Branch. I thought the Falcons may get Brian Branch in the second round, but again, like
Yeah,
you said,
man.
we just invested Bates. We got 2 draft picks that we've invested in the last 2 years up there at safety as well. So
Mm,
I can
right.
understand them not wanting to put any more capital to the safety spot. I was happy with the offensive lineman that we took. We definitely needed a guard, but that boy
Yeah.
Jalen Mayfield is so trash on our teams. Oh my god!
Oh
So
yeah, from
getting a
Matthew
guard,
Bergeron. Yeah. Syracuse
woo.
and Illinois, man. Watch out. Watch them play football. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? They're not pretty. You definitely have to have like ESPN2 or some shit. But hey, those two teams are very well coached, and they'll all they need is like a couple of guys, and they'll probably make some noise, man. Um, the Washington pick another safety who for no reason. Georgia Tech got a defensive end drafted. Shout out to them before
He's good
Miami or
too.
Florida
He's
State.
good. He
Yeah.
did. He's definitely good. Florida State don't have
Um,
somebody come off the board. Period.
Not yet. Uh, Shout out to Cam Smith got picked up by the Dolphins. Hey man, the Dolphins they got Cam Smith, they got Jalen Ramsey, they got
Yeah. Their
Xavier.
defense will be good.
Yeah,
Their
man.
defense will be good. They should, bro. They have an outstanding defense. Should have an outstanding defense.
Their offense should be good too if they quarterback can stay
I got
alive.
Philly
Uh,
fans and Eagles fans over here going at it in my comments. So on my phone.
hey man, Javon Dexter going to the Bears. Hey man, good pick. I hate that he's going to the Bears,
Me
but
too.
it's it's but it's a need, man. He'll be day one guy for sure.
Yeah.
Let's see, Tariq Stevenson, cornerback from Miami, going to the Bears. They need a corner. I think that's a good fit for him. Um, I'm surprised he went this late. Honestly, I thought he would have went a little higher.
I did
Uh,
too.
but he's a good kid, man. He can ball. So shout out to the Miami Hurricane, man. I think they'll do good stuff with him. Osiris Torrance going to the Buffalo Bills. Hey man, got to keep Josh Allen in that pocket upright. So that was a good move. Marvin Mims went to the Broncos. They don't need another receiver. They need offensive linemen. I don't know why they're picking
The
anybody
Philadelphia
to throw the
Bulldogs.
ball.
Everybody talking about this Philadelphia Bulldogs now, the Eagles and this and that. Yeah. This is crazy.
Bro, they need updated ESPN draft. All right. Eagles also got Tyler Steen from from Alabama. Then they traded up and got Sidney Brown from Illinois. Great picks. Drew Sanders um, went there. Hendon Hooker, like I said, got picked third round to the Lions. It'll be interesting to see what happens there. Nathaniel Dell going to the Texans. Hey man, that boy can scoop. You hear me? So they lost Cooks. Now they got a Cooks replacement. um, who else in this joint?
They say
Jalen
the Eagles
Hyatt
might
going.
not. They say the Eagles may not be done with Bulldogs. They might like the Eagles really high on the running back Kenny McIntosh, who's basically he's a wide receiver type running back. So yeah, I can
Yeah,
see
I
that.
mean that's what they need. Jalen Hyatt and Cedric Tillman going late in the third. I was surprised, but kind of not because they, like I said, your benefit. You did a lot of I ran straight stuff. Like you ran a lot of nine routes and caught defensive lacking. So um, yeah. Who else? Josh Downs going to the Colts. Big move. They needed some weapons for my boy AR. Who else, man, was on this thing we're talking about? Uh, Let me see. Tanks Bigsby going to Jacksonville. Wayne Morris going to the like we was talking to chat yesterday. I was surprised, man, because he hasn't been able to hold a starting job. He wasn't able to hold it at Tennessee. I mean, but the guy he lost it to is a first round pick. And then at Oklahoma, he wasn't really start like he came in, but hey man, shout out to him, man. Tree met the kid in high school. He went to Grayson. Um, Good kid, man. So hopefully
Man,
it
look,
works out everything there, man. Because the Chiefs needed a tackle replacement, so you got to
somebody
trade.
said the Eagles ain't slick. They tried to grab Glenn Schumann with money, and it didn't work. So now they drafting all his players to get him to come coach their
Hey,
defense next year.
if you want to get the guys, you get the leaders, you get the ballers. That's who you get. Um,
uh, that's what's up, man. The draft has been good, man. Been a fun draft. I always can't wait till the new Madden come out so you get to play with the new people in the draft. Of course,
woo, them Eagles.
I got Bijan Robinson to play with. Definitely gonna start a franchise with the Eagles, I'm sure. Play with all the defenders they got on there, man. Try to trade for them, whatever the case may be.
Okay, we got
Um,
Jacorian Bennett. Okay, Raiders. I like that pick, and now it's updated. Shout out to ODU getting somebody drafted. Shout out to the 757. They still ain't, you know what I'm saying? Florida State still ain't got nobody. Yeah, man. So this is the part of the draft that I like as a football fan. Like, if you love football, the
mhm.
third through seventh, man, that's where championships are won. That's where teams are built. This is where guys. This is where the meat of your team is built. Very rarely it's the guys that you pick in your first round, guys that last very long. Especially late. Uh,
So another comment came in from the Eagles general manager Howie Roseman, right? He said, "I'm a Florida Gator." He went to the Gator. He graduated the University of Florida. He said, "Do you know how much it hurts my soul to take all these damn Bulldogs?"
hey, look,
He
that's the
said, "But
same
I
thing.
want to win." Nolan Smith said, "But you want to win, though." He said, "I want to win."
Hey, that's real, and that's what I said when I said, "Yo, I want Cali Ringo." I never would have said that before he left and was in the draft. I would have never. Darnell Washington, glorified lineman. You know what I'm saying? I'd have taken him at tight end. Maybe not that early, but I'd have. You know
The
what I'm saying?
last man good, Kels. You just don't know how to play.
Yeah, man, not that bad this year.
Yeah, boy,
And the
tripping.
crazy part is my franchise that I have, I had the Eagles, so I might swing back around with them next year, my boy. I just make a trade for a running back. But yeah, man, that's a great pick, man. I really wish he would have dropped. Well, hell, we traded up to get Jacorian Bennett, so we could have got Colin Ringo.
Yeah, yeah, no, for real.
I mean, Jacorian Bennett is a better cover guy. Um,
Oh, he graduated from Jackson State this morning. I ain't know that.
who?
Shout out to Shiloh Sanders.
Yeah, yeah.
Graduated from Jackson State this morning.
Yeah, man, he's going over as a grad transfer. I don't think he played in the the spring game because of that. But yeah, man, it's some this is where the guys make their money, man. So I know y'all got any guys from UGA that you expect to be on the lookout for today?
Kenny McIntosh and Warren McClendon. Those will be the last two we have drafted. I think everybody who was draft eligible has been drafted at this point, my boy. Except for Stetson might sneak in there too. Them the last three we got out of the 10. So we've already put now I think 7. Is that 7?
That's up. Look,
And we've already put seven on the board now, and I think we got another 3 that possibly could go. So we can get up to about 10 or 11, and then you start putting in kickers and punters and stuff like that. So
Henry Tuatoa. I'm surprised he hasn't come off the board yet. Uh,
are
Clark
you?
Phillips.
He didn't keep his job at Tennessee. He left and transferred to Bama, where he did start and
What do
lost
you
his
mean?
job there too.
He was an all freshman SEC player at Tennessee, but
I agree.
At Bama he did
He
get
went over there
kind
and
of
lost
lost
his
his job.
job. He went and lost his job.
Clark
So
Phillips
yeah.
still available from Utah. I mean, he's good. We made him look crazy, but that was a game.
Yeah,
Um,
you know.
who's still available, man? Jake Hayner. I think he'll be a good backup for somebody. Uh, let's see.
The Patriots just drafted a kicker. What round are
The
we
49ers
in?
drafted a quicker. The 49ers drafted a kicker in the third round.
They must need. I mean, if you need one, you know he ain't gonna miss. You better go get him. But the Falcons are on the clock, guys. We'll see what we gonna do here. Falcons are on the clock.
Let's see. Will
Yeah.
Mallory, y'all might get another one drafted today. Um, hopefully, man, we'll have a couple of a couple Gators get picked today, man.
No
We got
sir. Got it.
we got a few available, so yeah, man. Hopefully we get a
Somebody just
quarterback.
sent me an Eagles bandwagon transfer form. It says put the name of the bandwagon, your birthday, your gender, your reason for transferring. It says A, player trade, B, team became unpopular, C, team has a losing record, or D, other. I'm gonna put D, other. The last team you was a fan of, the Atlanta Falcons. Are you a first-time bandwagoner? Yes. If so, how long? It's my first time. Bandwagon history. The team. You got team, year, and reason for leaving. And then it says, how long do you plan on staying? It says 1 year, duration of a player's contract. As soon as my team starts to win, or not sure. So
Hey, man.
I'm gonna
The
fill this
Eagles
out.
is the Eagles about to do some like
I hope it all. I
war. They
hope
about to be like the
it.
Warriors, boy. It's
I
they
hope
just
it
got to
work out. But
win, man.
they drafted
And you,
defensive end, defensive back, defensive tackle, linebacker, and nose tackle. That's crazy. All
yeah,
from Georgia.
because who did the Eagles lost? Eagles lost a couple guys. Let's see, Eagles. Season.
It's all good, man.
So let's see. Oh damn, they did sign Marcus Mariota. I forgot about that. Um, they did get Rashad Penny. They re-signed Brandon Graham. That was a big one. So like your front. So remember last year the Eagles had to go get Linville Joseph and Ndamukong Suh. They had to get like it seemed like they got like four defensive linemen just for D tackle last year because Jordan Davis was hurt. This year, man, Jordan Davis healthy. You still got Brandon Graham. He can play in. You got Sweat on the other side. You
The
got
Falcons draft Clark Phillips, defensive back,
told you.
13th pick. I don't know who he is.
He's a kid from I was just talking about from Utah.
Oh yeah, you did say that. You did, yeah. Falcons just drafted. This was the Falcons just took.
Next now across from AJ Terrell. I like it.
And then Okuda, you got Jeff Okuda now
Yeah,
too.
that's that's all you need. I put probably Phillips will probably be in the slot 'cause he's more of a bump. He's more of a press guy, and that's it, man. Like y'all are good, y'all, and then y'all got the safeties over to help. Um, yeah, man. The
I
Ravens.
can
I mean
see.
the
I can
Ravens.
see it.
The Falcons. It always looks good on paper, right? When you start putting names down and shit.
Yeah, it look good on paper, bro. You got to put that
But
thing on the field.
but the pieces they're getting are pieces needed and pieces that fit and are complementary, man. But damn, the Eagles, boy. The Eagles and the Texans so far are killing it. Like, I think we'll see the Bijan will make y'all draft class or break it. I think the Raiders. I think we had a good class. I think the Chiefs, since Kel's on here, I think it was a solid what we needed. What we got, what we needed, type thing. It wasn't real flashy, but they got the piece that they needed. What other fans in here? Dolphins. I don't really know what y'all did this year. Y'all, y'all need a quarterback. Y'all better go get Jake Hayner or somebody. But
Yeah,
yeah,
man,
man.
we're gonna have to. But dog, we've been on this thing just about an hour and five. So we're gonna wrap this up, man. We enjoyed talking to everybody today, man. Appreciate everybody coming through. Shout out to the people leaving various comments. I couldn't keep up with some of the comments, man. We were getting them things so
Yeah, man.
fast, man. So definitely appreciate everybody tuning in, stopping to talking draft with us, talking about their teams, telling us what they think about their picks and stuff like that, man. So remember, tomorrow we're gonna be on at a special time, 5 p.m. We got the kid coming on, Jay coming on, and then I look him up. I think I looked him up. I think he's 4 stars at this point. Hold on.
He's 20. He's a 2025 kid, man. So he's a junior. He's a rising. He's going to be a
Mm-hmm.
junior this season. So he got time to, to
Do his
start.
thing. But
But
yeah,
he'll get. Yeah, he'll get there. He's getting recruited by UGA. uh, Syracuse.
Yep. I gotta ask him how did it feel to be in the what's it called,
Under
man?
Armour.
In the Under Armour game, and to also be at G Day as a you know what I'm saying spectator because he was there at G Day too. So we're gonna talk a lot of dogs next week, man, and
Make sure I
get
wear
into
my
this
Gator
thing
shirt.
and see if he lean in dogs and see what somebody else that might be out there in the world. I
Facts,
think
man. Facts.
Florida's trying to get to him. I think Billy trying to recruit him too. So
Yeah, man. He's a big
big kid.
kid. Hey,
He's out
man.
of New Jersey. He's in New Jersey.
Yeah. So it's a good open pipeline stamp. I mean, it's I think a lot of battles are always gonna come down. When you see these kids top six, you always see Georgia. You just see Florida.
Miami,
You
Ohio
usually see
State.
Tennessee, Ohio
Yeah.
State. Um, that's it. I would say like
That's
Miami.
it. That's it. Nah, yeah. I mean, they'll put Miami up there. They just want to go down there for a free visit. I
Yeah, they get that
understand.
free visit and they get on the boat and get some lobster and all that. Try on the shoes.
But I said the Lakers were chanting "whoop that trick" after they won last night in the
Yeah, they
locker
sure
room.
did. And
Ooh.
Dylan Brooks left before the press even got in the locker room. Don't talk that trash and not be there to speak it. Nah, bro, you talk, poke the bear. You poke the bear, he bit your head off. Stand. You
Whoop
gotta stand in
that
the
trick.
paint, buddy.
Whoop that trick. Get him.
Yeah, we might have to add that to the list. But we out of here, man. Like again, make sure y'all
Yes,
like, share, subscribe, all that good jazz, man.
Yeah, man. Appreciate everybody tuning in today, man. Shout out to the people, man. Shout out to the people.
And we only here because y'all wanted to talk about it.
That's it. If y'all didn't hit me up, I would have never hit it. And everybody came in and really interacted, so we appreciate that, man. We definitely appreciate y'all rocking with us, doing this thing with us. If you are watching the replay or you get a chance to watch, man, just comment and let us know. Drop a comment, even if we're not live. Still drop a comment that you watched and you tuned in and you checked us out, man. We appreciate everybody. So, with that being said, I'll let KB close this thing out.
We out of here. Till next time.
Peace.